3, 2, 1. No! No! Ignore. Restart later. Oh, that was close. Okay. Over here. Testing.
Greetings, dear viewers, and welcome to the Average Joe Hobby Show. I'm your humble host, the Average Joe. Let's learn and have fun together. With that said, let's begin.
Well, here we are. My first ever live stream. Thank you for anyone who is here to witness this moment. I am officially live on YouTube. It is fantastic. And as your humbled host, today I shall be doing some painting for you for my first ever live stream. This is also technically my Halloween special, so I look forward to surprising you with what I'm going to do here. So let me examine a few more details here. This is my first day. I'm a little nervous, but so far it all seems good. So let's see. What next? So, for those who do not know, Warhammer has multiple factions in it, from little normal dudes to big aliens, things like that. The faction I am painting today for my Halloween special and my first ever live stream is from the faction known as Chaos Knights. Chaos Knights are basically giant mech units that are infested with demons. That's essentially it. However, what I'm painting is not a normal model. I'm in fact painting a customized version that I myself put together with pure scrap pieces. Pure scrap pieces. It's ugly, it's insane, and I love it. But to give you a proper idea of the scale and how it was built, I'm going to show you a normal Chaos Knight model that is physically equivalent to it. This is a War Dog Carnivore. No, the War Dog Carnivore is what the custom one is. This is called a Brigand. But, you know, I leave it in 2 pieces so it's easy to store, and you can just, you know, put it on top of each other. Great thing about these Knight models is that they're very posable. They have adjustable arms, very easy to paint all those tight crevices. So just let me put the paint pal aside for a moment. Put you back down there. So again, you see the general height of this thing. It's not tiny compared to some things. Water. It's my first day. I'm so nervous. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna check my analytics real quick. Yeah, nobody. I think 2 people were watching earlier. That's about it. I'm getting a warning. The stream's current bitrate is too low. So that's something I'll have to adjust eventually. But, you know, again, this is my first day. Can't expect much. Let's see here. Anyway, so you see the general height, the general shape of this thing, the slopiness of the body, the underslung head a little bit. You know, and the fact that its arm pieces are still quite maneuverable. And for its legs, you see that it's kind of jointed. Use this pen here. Is various backward-facing joints, big cloth feet, dangly wires and capes, and so on and so forth. Now again, before I show you this model, just make sure it's close. Okay, there's its shadow. Right there, there's its shadow. Again, before I show you this model, even the base that I made for it is made from pure scrap. Flat piece of cardboard and then sprues glued on top of it. So it was quite the pain to assemble it from the top to bottom. But again, keeping in mind the general shape of the normal one here, I give you my custom Chaos War Dog Carnivore of the Chaos Knight faction. Look at this ugly mug. Is that not a terrifying visage? Bleh. Bleh. And the great part is that I had so many spare pieces from other Chaos Knight bits, I was able to keep the mobility in this model's weapons. So the big old chain blade can move up and down, and the hand can still move up and down and even twist, though twisting it's still kind of annoying. So anyway, again, you can see the visual comparisons of the model's general shape, posture, anatomy. It's all kind of the same. I'm going to go through the various pieces I used for this real quick, and then we'll get to a little bit of painting. Let's see here. First off, as I said before, the base, just a piece of cardboard. Like it's a little scribble on it, so first, live streamed hobby work. You see? First live stream type of work. Just plain old cutting board or whatever. And then, here. You can see all the sprues I just laid out over and over and over and over and over again to give the base some strength. But in some of these areas I figured, screw it, I'm going to fill it out with textured base filling terrain material. Put a few skulls here, some molding putty. Around the front, took some sandbags, placed them around here, and took the knight figure from the normal knight pieces, and I edited him up a little bit, splayed him out on the ground here, cut his arm off, make some blood come out, that kind of stuff. And more like slime, acid melting kind of terrain here. That's how I'm kind of going to do the base, kind of like it's terrain that's becoming poisoned and melted and such. Let me actually readjust the light real quick, make sure it's good. Here. Nice and bright. So let's see, some of these other pieces, I'll start with the legs now. Where's a clear image of the leg I can show you? Just try and get a clear image of the leg. Try this side. Looking at my screen, not the model itself, to try to understand this. Gosh, there's just so much detail. Whatever, I'll try to get as close as I can. Okay, the feet. Yeah, here we go. The feet, this is a Hellbrute fist. And then the front part here is from the Fantasy Orc. And let's see, the shins and the back part here, I believe this part and this part, they're from the same thing that I just broke them in half, and they're from a tank piece, I think, for like a bulldozer shield. Like they were the parts that held the shield itself to the tank. And then I just took some fuel tank pieces here and just slapped them on. Those are the ankles. And the rest is green stuff molding putty. I'll make some of this flesh, some of this acid terrain. And going up for the rest of the legs, that part was crazy. The legs, the upper legs of these thighs and the hips are actually the Hellbrute kit pieces with some more Chaos Knight pieces for these chains. And using green stuff, you can see the back of his legs here have little indentations. Part of it will be painted flesh, but then this part interiorly here will be a raw, gaping muscle kind of thing. And right here, this part here and this part here will actually be bone that's sticking out. So this thing is going to be pretty brutal. And its waist, this back area here is formed from a large normal knight piece. Since it's compatible and like visually, aesthetically the same as normal knight pieces, it worked. This back part here came from a scout biker. I believe the little underside piece way down in here comes from an old Eldar piece. And then for the front, I got some chains here from the Chaos Knight again. The open belly and ribs here come from a Beast of Nurgle. And the rest is like molding putty all up around everything else. Now for the rest of the body, the sides here, also from the Hellbrute piece. And again from the Hellbrute piece in the back area here. Those are supposed to be metal pipes normally, but all this is going to be some flesh. And then I'll color those up as bones. And the back part here, these are some random smokestack bits from orcs, I think. Another knight piece, little Nurgle symbol. And the shoulders and armpits are actually the heads of big knights. And I think here's another Fantasy Orc piece. As for the rest of the arms, I'm assuming this is Chaos Knight in some fashion, this part here, but I have no idea. I know the rest of the little arms are Chaos Knight as well. Now for that face. That damn face. Try to get as close as possible so you can see it clearly. The general body, even underneath all that molding putty, comes from the spare piece that came with the Mutileth Vortex Beast. And the actual face and mouth are actually shoulder pads from Death Guard Terminators. The tongue, I think the tongue is Beast of Nurgle, I'm not sure. Give me a second. I'm gonna take a drink of water. First day. Anyway. Yeah, the inside of the mouth and the rest of the ugly flesh is molding putty. And again, the face, this is a shoulder pad. And so is the piece on the head here. And these horns are from Age of Sigmar Fantasy, I believe. Some orc thing again. More green stuff, puttying stuff, all the ugly, gross flashy stuff. A bunch of chaos pieces here for some spikes. More night pieces on top with another nurdle symbol. And this smokestack came from Privateer Press, I believe, but it looked so well I had to put it in. So yeah, this is one ugly thing. I'm just gonna call him Ghoul. I was originally gonna call him Famine, but without any other kind of like horseman ideas to go with it, I didn't want to like, you know, just leave him by himself. All the other Chaos Knights that I have painted are all very individually thematic and crazy, and eventually I'll showcase those as well. With that being said, let's get to work. I'm gonna check my stuff real quick. Any viewers? Not at this moment. Warnings, be it straight. Okay, I'm still getting the warning that says bitrate is too low. I'm going to try to adjust it real quick and hope that helps. Settings. Output. Bitrate. Recording, streaming. It's saying what again? It's saying the stream's current bitrate, 2,668.33 kilobytes per second, I think, is lower than the recommended bitrate. Use a bitrate of 6,800. Okay, I'm going to adjust this, see if it changes anything. 68. Apply. Okay. I have no idea if this is working. Just so you know, I'm still here. Analytics, warning, stream status good. Good minor issues, current bitrate, blah. Okay, now it says good connection. It says it's all good. So I assume it's all good. Ah, boy. Nobody watching yet, but oh well. I had one person watching me for like a split second. Hey, it's the first day on the job. What do you expect? Come on, what are the issues? Give me some issues. Whatever, let's get back to this. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to apply this off-white color, which is kind of a very dull, ivory, ugly white color. I'm going to apply it, actually, on the inside of his mouth specifically, and not really the tongue, at least not yet. And what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to dry brush it with this broad brush here and just kind of like go in like this, just to get that mouth area brightened up, because I'm going to do other colors with it later. What I'll do after that is dry brush all the flesh pieces everywhere that I can. And if anything from the flesh pieces get onto the areas where I get white, I can just touch it up again with white later. So let's get started with this very first color, my very first stream, my very first day. Shake this up. This color is nearly empty, so if it finishes, then that's perfectly fine because I only want it for a small piece and I have other whites I could use. Shake this up real hard. Let me grab a garbage can. Oop, excuse me. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, shaking this. Hiya, 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 hiya. Get shaken. Okay, let's try to get some paint out. Try to get right around here. Check the water. One second. And refill. One of the little tools that I have that makes my job easier is a little water dropper. With this I can control a very precise amount of clean water into anything that I'm painting, which makes it very easy to control the amount of liquid I put into the paint to help dilute it or change it, whatever. And I always like to put in just a tiny bit of moisture with everything, just to, ooh, it's a bit much. Just try to make it loose, easy to use. And this is actually very thick paint. A little water there, dab that out. Stir it up. Is anybody viewing me yet? Am I entirely alone here? Yes, it seems so. Oh, I have, yeah, just still the one original view. Average view duration 58 seconds. So yeah, doing this for the first time, it's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy. Everything is just such a new experience, and I'm really looking forward to making friends, wowing people, seeing what's going to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get off as much residue as I can from this. Now, leave only residue from the brush. I'm going to dry brush the side piece of his mouth right here and the actual inside. The teeth don't really matter, but actually, no, that'll actually help, so let's get to that. Very first thing, here we go. A bit more. There's only residue left. Yeah, that's good, I like that. Get all those crevices. Oh man, this guy has not brushed his teeth in a long time. Ooh. You ever see someone who doesn't brush their teeth and you're just like, ooh? That's this guy right now. Gotta get closer so you can see it. Yeah, I'll get it on the teeth as well. A little bit around here. Little crevices there. I want to make sure I get those crevices. Gotta be careful where I hold this thing because it's so spiky. Still plenty of paint left for this color, so after I'm done with this, even if I make a mistake, I can easily touch that up later. Let's get his teeth. I want to really get his teeth now. Gotta find a good spot right there, dig it out. Get underneath the teeth. Make sure there's good coverage. And there we go. Got the inside of his mouth all nice and clean and pretty looking. Oh man, this guy got his teeth bleached. Good for him. Clean this up. Yeah, my biggest problem as a painter is that I sometimes overuse the amount of paint I need. That's that's my big sin. Please let me know how the audio is. Anyone? Anyone at all? Excuse me. I have been streaming for about 24 minutes. Sweet. I'm still going to use this brush, so I put it down for a second. See if we can, yeah, see I got all that white in there, and I'll put a specific kind of paint over that later that will color it a specific way that I want. I'm going to make it, his skin's going to be very ugly and gray, green or whatever, and then inside his mouth will be all nice, raw, muscle, sore, red kind of thing. I'm going to get a little bit more, actually, on this area right there. Just gotta get really nicely in there. Dab, dab, dab. That's a good spot, yeah. More on this. And yeah. It looks like he's gargling mouthwash. Blah. Okay, that's that. Okay, I have to clean up paint that's left over, I don't sit and let it dry. I actually take spare-proof towel and wipe it up. I like to be very fastidious and tedious with every step that I do to ensure it meets the quality that I prefer. So yeah, as you can tell, this plate has seen a lot. I've even stripped it once to get all these layers off. I'll probably do that again sometime next year. Okay, just done with that. Of course, constantly rubbing it also helps get tiny layers off. Yeah, and I always make sure to wipe it down and brush it off and blow it off and so on and so forth, so no residue from a previous paint gets into another one. And I go in a circle to ensure I'm not on anything sticky. So the next step is right here. Give me a moment. Actually, one moment. Tissues. Whew. Just wanted to grab a box of tissues. Oh boy. This. My throat can get sore easily, so I have a bottle of oral relief spray here to use. First day. Yay. Anyway, just wanted to type that in really quick. At least I have myself to talk to. Oh well. Anyway, next color. Next color is called Iron Rack Skin, and I'm going to dry brush that again very thoroughly over all the skin places, everywhere I want the skin pattern that I'm going to use to show. Let's see. We'll need this later. And where's the other one? No, no. I'll do that eventually. Okay. Let's see. Anyway, next color I'm doing is something called Iron Rack Skin. Now, give me a moment. Allow me to express my level of nerdy knowledge. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah. Don't know if you can see that. Try to focus the camera. These little letters on the bottle and most other paint products that say conforms to ASTM D-4236, at least for Citadel colors and maybe other paints. Doesn't matter, but what that means is that this material was tested by the American Society of Testing Materials. Basically, they're the people who approve that something is okay or not okay for product use, you know? So that's just a little bit of nerd knowledge that I have for manufacturing stuff. Just a little knowledge for you. So yeah, that's something I always want to spread on my channel, all kinds of knowledge and interest and things like that. So anyway, let's shake this bottle up. Now if you hear it rattling, there you go. If you can hear that little rattling sound, that's because a great tip for painting is to put stainless steel balls into the paint to help mix up the material. That allows the material to get agitated easier and therefore be easier to use. Shake this up and pour it out. Again, if I get anything on the white area I just did, I can touch it up later with the same color. Blorp, blorp, and yeah, just want to get that bad part out of the way. I'll wipe up the excess with the brush. A little bit of water. Let's see what we get from this. Now this is going to hit a lot of other areas, but all of those are things I'm going to touch up manually later. 2 water droplets, because it's a lot more. One of the most important things to remember in painting is to work through layers. Like how many layers of paint are you going to put on this? And always make sure every first layer is always kind of thin so you can then build up to it even better. Build up with it or whatever, you know. Again, it's my first day. If I sound awkward or stupid, please forgive me. Or make fun of me, I don't know. You know, your choice. Okay, that's a good amount. Get the residue off. Let's start from the bottom up. Let's see. And some of the stuff that's on molded to his feet is we actually painted something different, like part of the like acid ground I'm gonna burn into this area or whatever. Let's just start dry brushing around here. We need some more. Definitely need some more. Don't need to make the dry brush too severe. There's a lot. This is a very convoluted model with all the bits and pieces on it. Okay. Oh yeah, I already feel that's working very nicely. See, can you see it? Yep. It's a much different color than the white of his mouth. Try to get some more residue going. Try to build up very nice, careful layers here. I want to keep the recesses gray to work with some of the other colors I'm going to put on this thing. Okay, gonna wash this. Whew. I've been going for about half hour now. I would probably go for about another half hour, maybe a little bit more. At the very least, I want to finish this one paint. I think one of the things I should do in the future is get a camera arm with a bigger neck. Let's see how those analytics are looking, if any. Only one view so far, no chats and reaction to the stream setting, blah blah, stream health is all good. I'm glad that the YouTube studio actually told me that there was a problem and, you know, not sure how to fix it because it's my first day. I resolved it, so yay for me. Analytics, back to OBS. Okie dokie. Let's get back to it. Let's not take too much residue off. I'll just do it wet like this. Let's see. I want to get more of his skin on his ankle here. Yeah, maybe I should make his whole feet that way. I wish I had enough people viewing me so they could, like, I do a poll or something and they could tell me. But yeah, go ahead and make those whole parts. I'll just put acid-ish around it. And so this is my Halloween special. I am enjoying making a ugly monster for your viewing entertainment. Back into all those little... I have all this molding putty all over these little areas to ensure that it looks at least... I don't know, whatever. No idea what I'm saying. I'm getting the insides of his ankle here. I'm going to get the extra inside of his foot underneath. Ooh, careful. Don't want to break any sensitive pieces. Trying to be aware of where the camera is so y'all can see what I'm doing. Oh, there's a good spot here I need. Okay, that part's done at least. Now for the foot here, at least that might be easier to see. Let me clean this and actually adjust the camera a bit more. Whew. Actually, chat, and for anyone viewing later, I'm going to take a quick break, just kind of stretch, splash some water on my face, sip some water, stretch. So, enjoy my be right back image. Be right back. And we're back from outer space. Just turn it off real quick. Just look around. Let's see here. Nothing so far, whatever. Don't care. Hey, at least I'm doing this, and at least it's like, you know, working, you know. Setting this whole thing up in the first place was such a hassle. No idea what I'm doing half the time. Brush is good. Little water, little dab of water. Back to it then, getting the rest of this guy's skin. If I can at least finish this one coat of skin over his body, I'll feel satisfied with my work. Just let me adjust the camera real quick. Oh, bollocks. Accidentally dry brushed myself. Okay, get some residue off. Try this again. So yeah, I just kind of imagine this thing as a monstrous zombie mecha. You know, it just kills things and adds them to its body. That's why it has so many random pieces on it. Instead of brains, he hungers for circuits. I'm going to adjust the camera again. Hoo-wee. Let's see how there's a little bit there I want to get, so let's get a little residue going. And there. Get that in there. There. Right in there. and for the rest. His legs. Clean this off. I suppose this isn't so bad. I'm essentially just recording live, and only a few people will really know that I'm doing this at the moment, but hopefully, you know, it spreads and people see this and are like, wow, it's amazing, you know. It's my first day. No big expectations. I'm just glad it is working. Again, you know, my OBS is saying that the sound setting is too high or something, but let me know how the sound is in the comments if you watch this video later, and I'll adjust accordingly. Little bit pinch more, little pinch more, little pinch, little pinch. Let's see, this is, let's work on his thigh here. There's a lot of spaces that the original base coat, spray paint coating did not get, so I want to pay extra attention to those locations. Perhaps I should have painted these parts white as well. I will do that once I do the touch-up for his face. His little backward-facing shin here. Get those nice edges and recesses. Get the spot. There's a lot of complicated angles on this model, so I have to go at it in specific ways here and again. Oh gosh. Also, I'm also trying to remember where everything's positioned so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Again, it's my first day, so please be patient. Now, live streaming like this is indeed hard, but I think that whenever I start a big project, I'll live stream and then I'll do recorded videos afterwards. That seems like a good idea. I like that. Let's go with that. Don't necessarily want to hit all this mechanical part. It's kind of necessary to get at all the skin pieces. The Halbrute kit is very fleshy. Let's see, hold on this angle. Some residue going. There we go. You guys see what I'm doing? Yeah, there we go. And in there. Nice and in there, good. More on the feet, just because. Definitely more right there, actually, yeah. Gotta get all those nice angles covered. Back end. Boy, what a back end. I want the flesh part right underneath all that. That's good. Where else? Get in there. A bit more right there. Good, 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 good. It's all according to plan. Yeah, you can really see how the color is different. It's very pale, almost bony, sick color. It's really nice. Now let's get this leg, starting with the fleshy hip part. Let me wash this. Oof. hell. I am live, right? I think I am. There's a button that says go live right now. Oh boy, I'm gonna feel really stupid if this is what I think it is. It's my first day, so it's inevitable that some things might screw up, but according to the YouTube thing, it's working just fine. Going at about 45 minutes or so. So, and then I posted, ooh, yes, Watcherman, thank you very much. You are my first commenter. Hooray. Thank you, Watcherman. Whoever you might be. That's a stupid name, by the way, Watcherman. I wonder who that could possibly be. Anyway, take a drink of water. Watcherman, please let me know how the audio and video quality is. Let's see. 2 views, 1 current viewer. Thank you very much, Watcherman. Of course, I was just teasing earlier. Stream health is good. Stream settings, it's all good. Looks good. Analytics. Let's see. Back to OBS. I said back to OBS. There we go. Anyway. Let's see. Let's get his next part. And some good residue there. And dry brush. Shuka, 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 shuka. Shuka, 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 shuka. Live streaming and painting, live streaming and painting. I don't want to be bothered. Live streaming and painting. Yes, thank you. Person came by and said hello. I live with my family, so this area here where I do my work, it's all my own massive private hobby area, which is delightful. Now, a little pinch of water, little pinch, little pinch. I don't want to use too big a brush for this part, because I want to avoid getting too many layers on parts that are not flesh. Let's see. Let's go around from the inside. Okay, and back at it. Let's get his underside first. See, again, this is a Hellbrute arm that I just turned around and inverted and turned it into legs. And it matches the visual look of the normal model because it has the backwards jointed legs. So it's close as I can get it. You know, it's not bad. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Just get a little bit in here, make it nice and good. What else? Probably have to do maybe a couple other go-throughs of this color for the skin. Make sure it's nice and even. Ooh, let me, actually, no, I think I will get a bigger brush. That way I can reach more sensitive areas. Switching to a bigger brush. And wipe a little residue off on the paper towel. There's so much. Let's get into his underside area on this side. Just to really jab that stuff in there. I want to specifically jab the paint in there, even if it's not really seen by anything else. I just want to cover up areas where other things missed. That should be good. Let me really get it up in there. Ooh, how's that? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Get underneath his, inside of his knee, on the rest of his body. Some of the process for originally putting this thing together involved actually cutting, I think, certain sprue pieces up to very specific shapes so they would fit into more randomized locations. Like, man, constructing this thing was such a massive journey. And now I'm finally painting it. Hooray! Now we get to the good stuff. Just go nuts all over his fleshy parts. Now, some parts I'll actually recolor and make black, like they're cables or something. There's just so much random parts that I did in terms of the molding putty that I'm like, I don't know if that's flesh or cable or what. So I'm just gonna like mix and match. It's going to be a little sloppy. My green stuff skills are a lot better now, but this is definitely an older model. I'm gonna try a more specific brush. Big brush, actually, see how well that works. Yeah, I think this will do. No, I need something smaller. I have a bunch of different kind of brushes here for a variety of purposes. Actually, yeah, this would work. I like this. Use this brush because it's not a dry brush, so to speak, not square, but it's really thick, so that should help with spreading it around where I want it to go, without hitting the crevices too deeply unless I specifically choose it to go in there. Yes. Okay. I want some more right there. Dab. Just dab it. Dab it. Oh, his face. Focus around to here a bit more. Let's get these chunks here. Inside there, that's good. I like that. Let's actually jab this one a bit more in here. Just a lot of pieces that the original base coat missed, so I have to do my part to try to finish it up. Once I get to more precision steps, I'll be sure to touch up all the things that I messed up. Turn it around. Oh yeah, that's really coming together. Hold it like this. Turn it back this way. Okay, it's starting to get empty, so let's clean up. Whew, yeah, I will finish the stream once I'm done with this paint here on the palette. And that'll be my first day. I hope you've enjoyed watching this, maybe learned a little bit something, enjoyed seeing my crazy custom model. And definitely after this, the continuation of this model will be some recorded video. I'll do some work off camera. I promise to get most of it done through recording, and of course eventually put forth an edited video. Some mouth spray. Okay, I will use the big dry brush again. A little pinch of water, little pinch. Okay, I just want to try to finish this skin regardless of what else I hit. There's only so much left anyway. Try to get more precision jabs on this mouth area. Yeah, I'm gonna do something special for this area up here. Something more specific. Let's focus on this underside now. Around his shoulder area. Now let's get his face. Oh yeah, I like that. That's nice. That's a good color. They're nicely tight, don't want any loose spots. Again, I'll just recover up the more manually. I'll just cover up the parts I did white earlier again with white later. I just want to get some basic parts out of the way. Get around his horns. Truth be told, I haven't really decided what to do for his armor yet. I was thinking maybe green and orange, you know, because of pumpkins or whatever. Because originally I was going to paint this guy up like a pumpkin, but I don't know, that seemed kind of funny. So I decided just to paint him up like a ghoul. I think it works. Okay, I'll clean this. Whew. I'm going to add our water droplet directly this time because this is almost done, probably the last go. And then we'll stop the stream. Water droplet directly. Actually, there we go. Careful, 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 and water droplet. Boing. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference between the different colors I used so far, just the white for the inside of the mouth and the specific flesh tone color. One last go. Let's see, get his inside bits a little bit. Get the parts around this now. Parts that are fleshy, gross. So yeah, whenever I start a project, I'll always live stream. And after the first live stream, I'll just do some recorded videos of me finishing the product. That way I can take my time, not stress out as much. You know, I'll get more, better quality videos. So yeah, for big models like this is how I paint. It's kind of messy application, but it gets more refined as time goes on. Make sure you get all those bits and pieces around it. Little horn parts. Let's get some into these crevices actually. There we go, get the crevices. Nice, 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 good, good, good. Get some crevice work in here. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the body. And probably all I can do now for this stream. Let's try to get around for a bit more here and there, see what I can get. And do a little bit on his arm right here. Yeah, that's good, I like that. Now, these are big open spaces, so easy to do. I have done Halloween projects before, so when this one is done, I will actually do my first model showcase and share it with you all. In fact, when I'm certain I'll be able to finish the project in one go, whatever I'm doing in the end of a paint project, maybe I'll live stream those as well so you can all share in it. Still very new to all this, still very exciting. My gut hurts. But man, yeah, here I am, live streaming my painting work. It's amazing. Let me get a jab there, a little jab here. Ooh, yeah, right there. Make sure that's nice even coverage against the arm, over the arms. Touch of his face a bit more. Ooh, need some here for sure. Whew. I've been streaming for about an hour and 5 minutes. It's my first day, not bad. Okay, I'll wipe this up. Do this directly. Now I'll probably do maybe a little bit more later, just as a little touch-up. But let's review what I did. I showed this model, compared it to the normal version, and got the white inside his mouth, which I'll touch up the teeth later and other parts later as well. I applied all that ugly, ugly skin, all his fleshy bits, all across his feet, his backside, all the parts that stick out. It already looks quite ghoulish, I admit. Pretty crazy. I just love how bizarre its body shape is. I love the fact that I can still move these pieces. Whew. Well, that's it for me.
I hope you enjoyed this video or stream. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you have not done so already. I really appreciate the support. Please let me know what kind of endeavor, craft, or hobby you're working on in the comments down below. I'll see you next time.